Welcome to T-Shy Girls Podcast. I'm Simone.
And I'm Anne.
So, just another update. We are filming virtually this time. So if there's any internet connections, we apologize. If anything cuts out, fill in the blanks with your own imagination. I apologize that we cannot fix it in any way. We're not that tech savvy. But so we're in day 3 of election night. And I really don't have anything else to talk about besides the election that has been giving me utmost panic for the last 3 nights. One of our friends, Silpa, she took this whole week off of school. So she's been going to class, but she took the whole week off and watched all of the Ocean's movies. She was like, I was like, at least you're relaxed. And she's like, yeah, but I didn't get any work done. But she's relaxed, so it really. She said she feels loosey goosey. Come here. Here she is.
Oh, there's that kitty. She bigger?
Yeah, she's getting bigger. Oh, okay. Sorry for those of you who obviously don't see this video because we don't record video. My kitten popped up on the screen. Yeah, well, the election is kind of crazy. So right now, the last I checked, Georgia, with only being separated by 3,500 votes, there are still 18,000 votes left to count. And Biden has been winning 78% of those votes. If you only round it down to 70% of the votes, then he would still win by 3,600 votes. Now there will be a recount because why wouldn't there be? But I never thought I would live to see the day that Georgia went blue, and I am anxiously awaiting the moment,
I was hoping Texas would, but it didn't.
Yeah, it single-handedly did not. Now, Arizona, on the other hand, Arizona is giving me palpitations. They were blue, and now they're like, no, we're going to be red. We really want to get closer to being red. Arizona. Now is not the time, sweetheart. Like, we cannot do that.
Because that would lose him, the 10 or 9 that AP predicted that he would gain? Or, yeah. Which is a huge chunk.
I think it's 11. I think it's 11 votes.
11?
Yeah, but if he wins Georgia, that's 16.
That's the big if.
Okay, but he's only losing by 3,500 votes right now. And they still haven't called North Carolina, which at this morning he was down by 200,000 votes, and now he's only down by 75,000. And in Pennsylvania, he was originally down at the start of the day he was down by 180,000 votes, and now he's only winning by 64,000.
I'm sensing definitely a lot of recounts there. It's going to be worse than the 2000 election.
Yeah, the big thing about Pennsylvania specifically is that they're only 80% of the way done with Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. I mean, at the time we're recording this, of course, by the time this comes out, we will have probably figured out who the election is. But again, heart palpitations. And then the president had to go on and get on there and be like, I will go to war for this. We will demand recounts in every state. There's no way that I'm losing this bad because it's cheating. They're rigged against me. We're going to fight this, just inciting all types of violence.
Remember when in 2016 when he was just like, you just have to accept the results? We won.
And then, well, remember in 2016 where he was like, if I lose, it's rigged. And we were like, only if you lose, though? I'm pretty sure it could be rigged either way. Either way could be rigged. It doesn't necessarily mean just because you lose. And then I was watching CNN, and I don't remember her name, but she goes, if this is a plot by Democrats, why didn't they do better in the Senate and the House? And I was like, real talk, girl. If this is a plot against Democrats, why didn't they do better?
Because that really does matter. I mean, even if it comes down to Biden winning, as I had a conversation with someone earlier about this, it gives us like some days of calm, but we're not going to get like total because of where we are right now with the House and Senate. Like,
well, in the Senate, they still haven't called 5 races because the 5 races are in the states that are, one is Alaska, so fuck Alaska, but, one is, the other, I think, maybe it's not Alaska, but the other states are like states that they're still counting votes in, like Arizona, North Carolina, like they're still waiting on those. So they're not calling it in the House yet, but the Senate, Democrats have control. No, in the Senate they haven't called it yet. In the House they have control.
Yeah. It's like 46 to 48 with the Senate.
I think it's 47 to 46. Or 47 to 40, 47 to 48.
And then the House is like, I don't know, it's like 200 something to like 190.
Yeah, in the House, like, Democrats have like 8 seats extra more. But like,
I need them to reach that 218 though. I'm gonna need them to reach that 218. I don't know if it's gonna happen though.
I truly believe that once Trump is out of office, dear Lord, please let Trump be out of office in the next 60 days. We need it. The country needs it. Amen. But I truly believe that if Trump is out of office in 60 days, that the Republicans in the House and in the Senate are going to calm down a little bit because they're going to realize they can't make, that, not that somebody's going to be checking them really, but that the eyes won't be on them, so they don't have to side with the president in order to keep their seats.
Well, except for if you're apparently Mitch McConnell. Now, I don't know if you heard about, but I mean, first of all, I know I talk about Mitch a lot, but I feel like I could see where there are Republicans who have said, like, I'm willing to work bipartisan on a lot of these issues, but Mitch McConnell seems to be getting, like, more and more, like, on the extreme end of, like, well, like, if I call it on, like, a scale of, like, middle to, like, Trump or whatever, he seems to be leaning more towards that Trump side.
Well, as you know, Mitch McConnell is a giant turtle, but,
who elected him again? Why did you guys do that?
I know. I was really like, you elected him again? Like, the way, I mean, but, you know, they did. And, yeah, he is getting more and more, like sharp right, more like Pence than we would like him to be. It should be noted that on the percentages of the vote, Trump and Joe Biden are tied currently if you in Georgia. But that's not the point. I should get back to what I'm doing and stop looking on the internet.
I mean, we're all doing that right now, let's be honest. I just keep refreshing refresh.
Yeah, but I can't believe Mitch McConnell got reelected. Like, he's the worst. But whatever. There have been videos of armed militiamen, and by militiamen, I mean regular citizens with weapons, outside of the polling place in Arizona, and where they're counting the votes, and they have set up a free speech zone in front of the polling place. And there are just people with guns just chilling. Not that I'm, like, anti-gun, but they're, like, large weapons. Like, I feel some type of way about large weapons because they're scary. And I don't like being scared. I'm actually just a baby. So, but they're just chilling. Just straight chilling. They're, like, self-proclaimed poll watcher. They're gonna make sure no shit goes down.
Here's what I don't understand. Okay, thinking about this, though, as you're describing it. So a lot of what I'm reading about and hearing is states getting ready to send National Guard to cities where there's, like, it's, like, almost majority, like, the votes go for Democrat. And then, like, meanwhile, I'm, like, seeing all these, like, crazy, like, people on TV getting ready to go to war if somehow Trump is, quote, cheated from the election in their mind. And I don't see any National Guard or anybody getting ready for them.
I love your pillow, by the way. That really distracted me, but it's so
thank you.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, we always knew the government was, the military people go for Trump because he's like, yay guns, yay military. Like, not that the military is bad by any means, but, you know, military people just go for Trump. And, actually, my friend is married to, a military person, I think it's in the Marines, and she is very Jo Jorgensen. She was like, Joe is the right person, she's gonna bring our troops home, she's having a baby, she's like pregnant right now, so she really wants her husband home.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's 6 feet tall, literally an Amazon. And I got off track, but she's 6 feet tall and literally an Amazon. Her husband is taller than her, and she wears heels all the time, and he's still taller than her. Like, she will wear like 4-inch heels, and he's still taller than her. And she's just the cutest thing. Like, oh, she's so adorable. I used to really not like her because I thought she was a bitch, but she's, I mean, now she started her own business. You know, she got married. She's has a baby on the way. She's making a ton of money. She works from home. She's doing great. And so whatever, but not the point. The point is, that military people are typically pro-Trump, or pro-Republican, because, yeah, but so, the problem is that they're likely going to be on Trump, like, whatever Trump decides to do. And if Trump is like, go to war with these bitches, we're going to see a lot of people die. In other news, we did hit the highest recorded national coronavirus cases yesterday. This comes after early voting, after I expect to see another surge in a couple weeks, with the in-person voting. I say all of these things like I'm actually a person that should be on TV. It's just the way I speak, but like, I expect, you know, like what I'm saying, like, I expect things to happen.
But it's common. It's kind of common sense too. I mean, if you think about it, when does it tend to trend? You have to look at, well, when are times when people are most likely going to gather without, like, I mean, a care in the world. With the summer we had, like, it's easier to, like, just be outdoors and be fine with that. Dining worked and all that. But as we got into the colder months, we saw more and more people mingling around inside places. And to me, I don't know, it just doesn't seem surprising then that our numbers went up with that. And like you said, now in-person voting, and also thinking about the upcoming holiday, I can't even see, like, day, because people seem to celebrate Thanksgiving for, like, a whole week-long thing. And given the fatigue people have with coronavirus right now, I just see a double whammy right there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get really bad come January. I'm really, you know, trying to stock up on things, like keep my like fridge and freezer like stocked, not dipping too low, and like always replenishing stuff, because I think it's gonna get really bad come January. But I saw this really funny post that said, we've been told that we can only have 6 people for Thanksgiving, but 30 for a funeral. So we will be having a funeral for our pet turkey that will be dying November 26th. And in lieu of flowers, please bring a side and dessert. And I thought it was so funny. So funny. So if you see that post anywhere, it's really funny, and it's like a picture of a giant turkey. But yeah, with the holidays, I really do think shit's gonna get bad.
I just hope that if we do get locked down, okay. For me, my birthday's in January, so I always kind of end up spending it inside anyway, because Chicago usually likes to dump a bunch of snow on us.
Wait, when's your birthday?
January.
What day?
January 20th. So, the greatest gift that I can get, if we are stuck inside, which we might be, and even if, saying coronavirus, we usually end up stuck inside anyway, the greatest gift to me would be to not have that orange piece of up on that podium with his hand on a book to say, taking that oath of president. To not have that would be the greatest birthday gift.
I will pray momentarily. Dear Lord, for Anne's birthday, please give her the gift of Biden as president. Amen.
My birthdays are always stressful. Every 4 years. Stressful.
Like the whole world's like, who's gonna be president? Like he's getting sworn in today. Yeah, my birthday's December 17th, so I always spend it inside too. Yeah.
Oh, you get double Christmas and
no, it's actually not that, because they just buy me one present. They're like, birth miss. Oh. And I'm like, aw, birth miss. So sad. I want 2 presents.
Like you're getting cheated out there.
I'm getting cheated.
I will give you something for both them.
Yay. My menorah came today.
I saw the picture. I forgot to respond. Is that the singing one, or?
No, it's not the singing one. It's just the one that lights up.
Oh.
Yeah, it came today. It was supposed to come, I don't know, 4 days ago, but then I never got it, and they were like, yeah, we don't know where it went. It said it was delivered, but you clearly don't have it. And I'm like, thank you. And so they sent me another one.
Oh, so you might get the other one still.
Yeah, I might get the other one still.
Then you get 2 free ones. Well, you get 1 free one.
Well, yeah, 1 free one. But, I mean, I hope that people get some joy this weekend. What are you doing fun this weekend?
I'm in quarantine.
Oh, and
for those if I forgot to mention that last time, I am in quarantine. So
yeah, that's why we're doing this virtually.
And who knows, we might be quarantining again as of recent. Got a fun email again about another case.
Oh God, crazy! This is crazy. Well, I'm doing something fun. Me and George do this thing where every other Friday we have like a jar, with different date night ideas that we can do from home.
Oh my gosh.
And so we pull one, and then we do like every other Friday. And this week we're painting ceramic mugs. So
oh, why is this so cute? I'm gonna cry. That is so cute.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them end up being movie nights, but because I got him the the top 100 movies thing for his birthday, we end up watching. A lot of times we end up watching a movie, but yeah, every other week, date night. Just because we figured that like we don't spend enough time on fun, especially being stuck in the house, that we're like it's kind of easy to just like keep missing each other.
Yeah.
Like and not really connecting. So now we do something every other Friday night. Like low cost, like if we spend $4 on a movie, that's fine. I mean, I spent $30 on the cups and some paint pens. 2 weeks ago we painted like trees on a canvas. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. Now, I mean, we want like more things to do, but you can't really, there's only so much you can do in a pandemic. Like,
yeah.
Like one of them could have been like go to the Lincoln Park Zoo, but pandemic. So
I mean, you could try, but we don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, it's fun.
sometimes it's just those little things. I mean, I think we forget about that because we're always so caught up in, at least for me, when I got more into social media, I always wanted to plan like extravagant things. And then I'd do something small and I'd be like, why didn't I think of this? This is like much easier to plan, nicer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's much easier to plan small things, but sometimes you just get caught up with trying to outdo the Joneses, and yeah, I mean, but we have fun. We have fun.
That's giving me ideas to do something small this weekend. It's just one thing.
Yeah, do something small this weekend. You know, I saw that people have been making pillows out of like Dollar Tree things.
Okay.
So you get like some of the Dollar Tree like decorative towels. And they're they're double-sided. So like you fold it over in the middle, you just hot glue the edges and stuff it with cotton balls. And it takes about 4 or 5 bags of cotton balls. But for like, I mean, you have to already have a hot glue gun maybe, and like if you already have a hot glue gun, it's not that expensive, but hot glue guns are like $5 now. And but like all in, like if you have to buy the hot glue gun and the glue, and the decorative towel and the cotton balls, you're probably spending $10, $15. Make pillows.
Yeah, I make one for my cat.
Yeah, I mean your cat likes laying on pillows.
Yeah, she does. Well, right now she's putting her face in the middle of the lamp where the light bulb is.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, my cat likes to put her face in the candle, and we're like, okay, keep doing that.
This is why I'm too scared to try candles with my cat. I know it's going to result in burned whiskers.
I mean, if she burns them. That's on her. Girl, you should know. Cats are built with instincts, and fire is bad. So if she wants to go burn her whiskers, burn them.
My cat did not seem to get those instincts though, because of the number of dumb things that she does, and then forgets that it's dumb, and then she'll do it again.
Yeah, your cat is literally insane.
Also, I want another one.
Get another one! Get another one. Let them fight it out. My cats fight all the time. A big cat hates tequila. Hates her.
I blame quarantine for this. Quarantine makes people want pets, and we're going to have a surge again, so maybe like another pet boom.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they've gotten more pets. Like, they're always finding pets here, and then you can just adopt another one.
Do you remember when people were like, when the pandemic like first broke out and we were all stuck in quarantine, people were like just clearing out the shelters?
Yeah. They were like, now's the perfect time to get a dog because I can watch it all the time. Which really, now there's going to be a bunch of pets with separation anxiety, but
What are you doing? Sorry, people, my cat, I can see her, and like, as I'm talking about her, she like, is like, oh, they're talking about me, I'm going to get their attention. She's currently ripping up papers.
Well, your cat is rude. Your cat is rude. How's school going?
The nice thing about remote learning, I have learned, it's a little bit different doing it as a teacher than as a student, but I have less papers surrounding me because we do everything virtually.
That's good. Let's not kill the trees. Well, make other people kill the trees. Well, how is your actual, like, college going?
Oh, I forget that happens sometimes. It's going.
And are you getting good grades?
I don't know.
And are you doing your work?
I do my work.
Okay. As long as you do your work.
Some professors, it's surprising, like you would think by like now, but apparently some professors are still struggling with the transition to remote learning, which I'm just kind of like, you guys only have like what, 3 classes to teach? Like, that's not that bad compared to like the lower levels. We have to somehow figure out how to teach like the normal 8 and reduce that to like small Zoom sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just like, professors, what's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Professors are kind of like they're a bit crybaby-ish, you know?
I really kind of wish I went into being a professor. Like, just thinking about the time I was thinking
I
about
mean, like I get it. Like you've definitely earned your place as a professor. Like you had to earn that. But don't forget from whence you came. Um, I hope one of our listeners finds that as a Hamilton quote. I got sidetracked because I started singing the rest of Hamilton. Um, um, no,
Did your school
completely
did your
lost.
school send out a return to campus survey?
SBA did at the beginning of the semester. There's no way we're going to be returning to campus.
Okay. I was just asking because mine sent out a survey literally like within the week that you start hearing like the surge is here, and then I get like a survey that week. Would you like to return to campus?
Yeah, there's no way. I'm supposed to have one. I applied for a clinic, so I might have one class in person next semester, which I really don't want to do. But I don't want to be in person. But if I have this one class, I have this one class. Um, but um, but for the most part, most classes aren't going in person. So
How's that go with law school? I remember last year it was not too bad, but I just feel like I don't know, you can't exactly. Well, you do actually. I see your guys' text telling me about cold calls on Zoom.
yeah, cold calls on Zoom are not fun. Um, I definitely ignored my evidence professor when he called my name. I was like, I'm not here. Like I just didn't answer. Um, and that really bit me in the ass because he's about to be the judge for my moot court competition. It really bit me in the ass. But yeah, I just kind of ignored it. Well, the problem was I was talking to George. And I didn't hear it until he said Freeney the second time. And Sage had already texted me, you got called on. And I was like, I looked at my phone, then I was like, oh shit, I got called on. And then he was like, well, does anyone want to volunteer? And I was like, but other than that, I've done my cold calls. I've done all my cold calls. Fine. I've been prepared for the rest of them. Um, so
I would just play at that point. Oh, my signal must have dropped.
well, he doesn't really believe us. He is really kind of mean. Uh, he's really like he's fed up with all of us like not answering him. But we're like, you don't help us. Like we have all of these packet problems, and he's like, if you miss a day of class, you don't know the answer to the packet problem. So all we do is packet problems. And he wants us to like memorize memorize and be able to recall the facts of every packet problem. And so there's like hundreds of them. And we're like, we can't do that. Like we're trying to remember the evidence rules. Like we can't remember all of the facts of these cases that aren't cases we've read. You're just saying, hey, like John Jones got in a murder, but he said so and so he told so and so he was going to murder, but that other person wants to come in and say that he told so and so is that murder. Is that hearsay? Like I'm not going to remember that.
So it sounds like he's one of those who thinks that somehow we can translate in what we did in person perfectly to Zoom, and it just does not work like that.
I don't know how people did it in person, to be honest with you. I should have taken the other evidence class. I should have fucking taken it. But I didn't want to be in the evening. I am now regretting my choices.
There's a lot of flaws in his plans too. Like, honestly, the whole absent thing, there's just way more to consider now that you guys are remote. I mean, first of all, the obvious one, like connection issues. And then it's also just like fatigue is real. Fatigue with this is very real.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, like yesterday our internet just died. Like just straight up was like, we're not working anymore. And I was in class and I was like, well, what am I supposed to do about this? Because like the internet stopped working completely. Like it wasn't connected to our phones, our TV wasn't working, like died. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Which is what we're concerned about, like the moot court competitions. Like, what if your signal goes out in the middle of a moot court competition? Are they going to pause and be like, "Oh, you can resume your time"? Like, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And it's not exactly, that one's hard because it's not exactly like you could record your argument.
Yeah, because they like ask you questions like in the middle of it.
That's what really made me quit. I was just like, what is this? I don't do this.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's when you are me and like had forgotten the facts of the case and then you were like saying stuff, that was bad because he would be like, actually in the record, doesn't it say this? And I was like, shit. And I was like, it did. I'm sorry. So I'm not looking forward to my grade on that. The other one, the first one I got a 98 on. This one I'm not about to get a 98 on. It's a sad day. A sad day.
I'll still hire you as my lawyer. It's okay.
I mean, oh God. The truth of the matter is, like, not every time you do an oral argument is it going to be great. It's not the biggest of deals. My grades in the class are fine. Like, I mean, he's like behind on grading, so like, it's, you know how like writing is the only class that you actually kind of get grades in. Our teacher though works a full-time job, have a whole life, like, so his main concern is not, he's like judging a moot court competition this week, so his main deal is not grading our papers. So, yeah, whatever.
Oh, wow. I remember last year was like a big ordeal. We'd have to go to her office and all that.
Yeah, like he had the office hours, but he's like, look, y'all, you have to schedule, because he works.
Yeah.
But he's cool. He's cool.
I'm glad you got a good professor this time for writing, because I'm completely aware of your situation. Last year was
crazy. Yeah, he emailed us once and he was like, hey y'all, I'm having a really bad mental health week, so can we just like move your oral arguments to next week? And we were like, yeah, sure, whatever. I
appreciate professors like that. I wish more would do that so that students can,
Yeah, so I feel more comfortable saying, hey, I'm having a bad mental health week. Yeah, so I definitely, yeah, he's great. Now I botched my oral argument, but he was great. And in the middle, he was like, I didn't hear a request to recover your time. And I was like, damn it. I know I'm supposed to do that. But also in my brief, I didn't request oral arguments. And I fucking hate myself. But he hasn't graded it yet. So I probably did really bad on that. It was absolute shite. Shite. It can't even, not even shit. Shite.
Anyway. Like how you're looking off in the distance, like flashbacks are coming. I can read when people are thinking about that stuff, and your face is just like the definition. When you see it like in, TV shows or whatever, when they like do the fade away into like a past memory as like they zoom in on someone's face. That's like what I saw right now.
Yeah, that was not my finest work. The trial brief I got an 89 on, which I'm not happy with, but it was fine. And then this one I really don't expect to make a 70. Like, it was bad. It was real bad. Like, I wrote it while I was sick, and then I didn't tell him, and he was like, and I know that if I would have just told him that I was sick, he would have been like, fine, you can have an extra day, but I don't do that, so. It's crazy. What interesting things have your second graders said?
There was a debate today, and I knew this was going to happen, about the election. And one of my kids was like, why do you want Biden? He wants to raise our taxes. And my favorite quote from one of my students that sums it up perfectly. Do you even know what that means?
Me? Do you even know what that means? You're 8. Like, what the fuck?
Right. First of all, what taxes do you have? Second of all, you're just quoting your parents. Third, that's probably not the case for your family because you probably fall within that category.
They are rich Catholics. Be careful now. They probably do fall within that category.
Well, for them, they are more of they're in the blue collar industry.
Oh.
So they're those those weird Trump supporters who clearly the people who vote with them have, like, obviously that's true on the Democrat side, I'm not going to lie, people who do not have the interest of everybody that they should. But it's very clear when it comes to Trump's side. He's very into the talk part of economics and saving the economy, but does not seem like it's happening. So I'm just kind of just like with those people, I'm always like,
oh yeah, like when he says he had a great economy until Democrats shut it down, I'm like, sir, you put us in a national emergency. Do you forget that? That's what shut down the economy, the national emergency.
Well, that's why I struggle with kids like that, because it's just like you are just quoting your parents, and first of all, you have no idea what that even means.
How did this come up?
How did it come up? Because they, I mean, it's kind of unavoidable when you're a kid. They all were like curious about it, like, who's the new president? And I'm just like, we don't know yet. And then of course one kid like asks, like, who did you all vote for? And I was like, here it comes.
Did you tell them?
They didn't ask me. They asked each other, which was very funny because I'm like, well, none of you all are voting because you're 7. 7 and 8.
Like, none of you are voting. You're 7-year-olds. Oh, I saw a TikTok where a guy was like, they had an election day, like, in the school, and he's like, yeah, I deal with, like, literally 3rd graders, but fine. And he was just giving, like, things from each platform, and he was like, if you're on this, he's like, go to this side if you think this, and go to that side if you think this, and it was, like, platform points. And he was like, most of them overwhelmingly picked Democratic platform points. And, like, when they told him, like, what was Democrat, like, they all freaked out because they were like, no, my mom's going to kill me. And, like, at some point, a kid had gotten, like, vote Biden written on his arm. And he was like, I got to get this out. My mom's going to kill me. And I was like, I love teachers that make a difference.
So you want to know something very spooky? I heard the kindergarten class on my Zoom yesterday because some of my friends, my little friends in my class, have kindergarten siblings who are doing remote learning, and I could hear them doing a mock election. What was that? That was actually Tuesday, right? Tuesday. And I could hear the kindergarten teacher say, when she tallied up their votes, she was like, 47% of you voted for Trump, and the other 50 whatever percent voted for Biden. And I remember thinking, like, wow, that's like really split. And then, like, the same thing happened on Tuesday, night, so I was just like...
You're like, shit, the kindergartners predict all.
The 5-year-olds predicted it. Yeah, that's some of the
I really think they should not have elections in, like, I don't know, elementary school.
That's what I say, because they don't... They're just repeating what their parents say, and I say that again for both sides, because, like, politics isn't just, like, something that's not, like, where it's like, oh, I prefer the color purple over the color... Like, no, there's a lot that goes into that. And when a kid doesn't understand it, and they learn just to repeat their parents, it kind of, like, as I've learned over time, kids like that end up just kind of falling into, like, this really cultish mindset as they get older, as far as their politics will go. Like, very stubborn, unwilling to be flexible or, like, change theirs at all, because it's kind of just been indoctrinated in them.
Yeah, I really hope to raise children that are free thinkers and can think for themselves and, like, paint a picture for them early and say, like, this is what this is and this is what that is. And, like, now instill in them that, you know, people over money all the time. But, I mean, let them decide for themselves. If they grow up and want to be Republicans, I guess fine. But, like, rude, but I guess fine.
I was very proud of at least the one student, just hearing him say, not just that I'm biased, but actually, like, going at this student who was just repeating what obviously he heard at home and asking him, like, do you even know what that means? To me, that was a sign of a kid who leans more towards the free thinking side, because that questioning part, when you hear kids questioning like that.
Yeah, and to have that much awareness at, like, 8, you know?
Right.
To be like, you don't even know what that means. Now, he's probably going to get bullied. Like, in this Catholic school, he's probably going to get bullied. But
I want to say to the people who try, good luck. This kid is, like, so smart. He will drop you on your ass. And it's so funny to watch sometimes.
I don't know. That's fun. That's fun. 8-year-olds are cute. They repeat what their parents says sometimes. I want them to be free thinkers, but... Yeah, I'm really afraid of the new generation being super Republican, like, you know, like the 8-year-olds, the 9-year-olds. I mean, not that Republicans are bad, but I thought we were moving towards, there'll be Trump Republicans, not Republican Republicans. So...
and yeah. That's the thing. It doesn't really come down to, like, it's not just I'm looking at your party, I'm looking at your views, and your views are really... messed up as far as
yep. I don't know. Well, I don't really have anything else to talk about. How long is this?
Well, I think obviously whatever we said now, like you said, it's gonna change anyway by the time we log out of here.
Yeah. I'm going to literally turn this off and go back to the news because I am a glutton for punishment. So, well, anyway, this has been the Two Shy Girl podcast. Really, thanks for listening, everyone. We really appreciate those of you who listen. And we love you because there's not enough love in this world. Also, if you want to follow us on our social medias, we would appreciate it. It is facebook.com/2shygirls and Twitter and Nope. I'm missing one. Twitter @2shygirls. What is our other social media? Oh, gosh.
You were asking me. Facebook, isn't it? I've always had it down as Facebook.
Oh, gosh. This is embarrassing.
It's Facebook.
Oh, gosh.
It is Facebook.
It is not Facebook. I said Facebook already. No, I said Facebook already.
Well, I was not aware. I knew Facebook, Twitter. If we have an Instagram, that is news to me.
YouTube.
Oh, that's
this
not
is like
social
earlier
media.
when I couldn't think of the word plaintiff. And I was
YouTube is social media.
I was literally like, somebody had texted me the word, she was like talking about an essay, and she said, you have to find the P's, and I was like, what does P stand for? And I knew it. I was like, it's the opposite defendant. It's not petitioner. It's like I was like, it's not prosecutor. What the heck does P stand for? It was plaintiff. I just really couldn't think of the word plaintiff. I had to Google it. I feel so ashamed. Think of the word plaintiff. I had to Google all of that to say, please follow us on our YouTube at Two Shy Girls.